right, we are back at Alpha Land, and we are going to be taking Caruso. Charlie Caruso, the bodybuilding, I don't know what you would call him.
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
He's basically like a Nick's Strength and Power, but for TikTok. We're gonna be taking him through a workout today. He told me to make it a scientifically based back and bicep workout.
You serious?
Yes, you can still make a workout scientifically based if it's back and biceps. Doesn't have to be upper, lower, doesn't have to be full body every other day, doesn't have to be anterior, posterior. Y'all can shut it. We are going to be taking him through a back and bis day. Now, first I gotta determine his weak points, what he needs to bring up, and then we will be formulating a workout for him on the spot. I know, it sounds crazy, you can do that. Let us get right to the lift. It's a little awkward. Team lift was not at Alpha Land, so it's at a gym that's a little far away from here, and we were already like working in a specific window, so no workout today. Yes, we will. He said we'll work out together tomorrow, but I don't know if it'll be back. I don't know if it'll be leg. I don't know what it'll be. I don't know what it'll be. So, guess I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, we are back at Alpha Land. We did not miss a beat. So Charlie and I just shot a podcast on the Olympia, and just competed, and oh my gosh, looked incredible. Not for the Olympia, obviously. The Olympia is in like 5 weeks, but he did his open debut and he won it, and he looked so good. Like, man, he was like 35 pounds up from what he competed at in Classic 1 year ago. 35 pounds of stage weight. If you don't know what that is in terms of like bodybuilding terms, like you're a different human being with an additional 35 pounds on your frame on a bodybuilding stage. It was super, super cool. So I'm excited to see what he does in the future. He's only 27. Most people don't realize that. He's young too. So he could get even bigger. He might be able to get to like 290. He might be a true legit mass monster in the future, but time will tell. Let's get with Charlie, and I don't know why it's so dark right now, but hopefully that'll sort itself out, and I'll catch you guys on the inside. All right, I think I got the lighting sorted. So first thing we're gonna do is we're trying to build him a perfect leg day for him. Not for you, not for me, but you can take some of the principles that we talk about here and incorporate into your own leg days. So let us see. Charlie.
Huh?
What is your weakest point in your legs?
Legs?
He has good legs.
I would say
what's
hamstrings, to be honest.
Hamstrings?
Because my adductors, like, I rub thighs pretty good.
All right. He's got good adductors.
I don't know. I think.
Obviously, the quads are good.
I think it's the hamstrings. I really do.
Hamstrings?
Calves. Yeah. I have dad.
He's got pretty big calves.
Yeah.
He's got pretty big calves. See, the problem is when you're talking with a person like this, trying to find weak points is kind of like, I mean, his legs are his strongest body part in general. So really for him, hamstrings and everything else is kind of how he sees fit. But the way that you would want to order yours is you would take a look and you would rank it, right? So if your adductors are your second weakest point, then maybe your adductors come second. If your quads are your strongest point, then obviously it comes last. And you do the same thing. A lot of times people will leave calves till last, stuff like that. It's like, no. Base it off of what you specifically need for yours. Now, if you've never trained well for a long period of time, you probably don't even know what your weak points are, to be honest. You haven't even given them a solid stimulus to figure that out. So actually train for a while, general principles, and then after a couple years, maybe you can start looking at what points do you need to bring up. First year of training, honestly, everything just needs brought up. So do that. But let's get to our exercise selection. All right, if you've been following me for any length of time, you know my preferred hamstring curl is the seated hamstring curl. Multiple reasons, but basically, I do believe that you're gonna get the most growth out of the seated hamstring curl if you had to choose just one hamstring curl. So we'll start with this. We might throw in some lying hamstring curls in there at some point, maybe for one set. But this is gonna be our first thing for the hamstrings. And as you can see, we got the trusty old iron unk method going on with this pad right here. Because anytime you're doing an exercise, if you're getting pain from the exercise that isn't related to the exercise itself, that's going to limit your ability to output for the exercise you're trying to do. So if you're getting pain on the top of your quads while you're trying to do a hamstring curl, that's gonna take away from your ability to actually put neural drive into the hamstrings. Neural drive is probably not the right way to put it, but basically you're gonna have less overall motor unit recruitment if you're having to think about anything else. One of the funny things about using a seatbelt with a machine like this is, so like a leg extension, a seatbelt will allow you to use more weight. It's actually the opposite with this. Because it takes away any momentum that you could drive with your back. Because it keeps the hips down. Because I've seen people say before, like, oh, if it gives you the ability to do extra weight, then that's when it's helpful. It's like, but here it's actually the opposite. It's going to automatically limit how much because you can't get any body whip into it.
I will say, I used a seatbelt at the beginning of this on a chest fly, and I thought I looked ridiculous, and I did it, and I actually enjoyed it.
That's one I've never done.
I will say, I do think my form is good either way, but I was actually thoroughly surprised.
Somebody told me to try a seatbelt on this, and I was like, no, that's stupid. And then I did it, and I was like, oh, I can't deny it's actually pretty nice.
I think with the chest fly, it was like one of those things where like I could just, my mind could like feel like it was there. So maybe I was just bracing better. I don't even know. I probably will never do it again, but.
Oh yeah, that's fair. No, I made a short form video where I said something about using a seatbelt on a leg curl, and I was basically like, I'll eat crow here, like I actually like it. And then there's obviously a lot of people that make fun of it. And then Martin Fitzwater comes on, he's like, oh yeah, I started doing that too. I like it a lot more. And it's like, nobody, like as soon as somebody like that says it, then people are like, oh, I guess it's like.
As long as a big bodybuilder does it, it's correct.
Yeah, I'll need your help getting out of this.
I have been doing, and what I've been doing for probably 6 months now is 10 reps, leave 1 or 2 reps in reserve, and then second set, 8 reps to failure. If I don't get 8 reps, it's fine, but that's what I've been doing.
Do you only do one hamstring curl in a session?
I have a quad focus, and then I'll do a hamstring in that quad focus, one, and then I'll do a hamstring. So I really enjoy Smith machine RDLs.
Okay. So what I do is I base my entire amount of sets that I'm gonna do on an individual exercise on whatever else I'm doing in the day. So this, if I'm doing lying hamstring curls, I might only do 1 set of this. But if I'm not doing lying hamstring curls, then I'll do 2 or 3 sets of this. So
I'll say this was quoted by Elijah Mundy. And if I'm wrong, you guys can flame me. So before I did the video, I did a lower day, and it was, he said that you don't need to have a squat pattern in because a leg extension is good enough. So I did a lower day without doing any squat pattern, and I finished that workout, and I just felt like, basically I was getting teased, like I had more, and I think that was just, me personally, I feel like I could have just kept going more.
I have an unpopular opinion on that, or at least unpopular within the TikTok SBL crowd. I still prefer to do presses. Not like over, but I prefer to have them in.
What?
So like even if it's only for 1 set, I prefer to have at least 1 motion where I'm doing a press. Now obviously we talked before, like I have the knee thing, so I can't do it right now. But in general, I would usually start with leg extensions, but I'd still have a press later on in the workout.
Exactly. I was doing leg extensions for a while first, but now I'm back to my normal routine. I do Smith squats. That's my favorite. I do high bar and
Smith squats are awesome. I think they're super underrated. Like I do a hack squat typically just because of the fact that I got used to it. But I really do like Smith squats. They're nice. And they're a lot more stable than people realize.
And I still get that like barbell feel. Like
those have to be getting close to 30.
I don't know. I think the calves are, it's just all genetics, thanks Dad, because
he says all genetics, but he squats like 500, like
I used to train
550,
so
right?
much different.
Well, what's your max squat?
Most I've ever done was 6 plates, 585.
585, yeah. So he can talk about genetics all he wants, but he's ridiculously strong.
And how I got the 6 plate squat was a lot of 4x10 work, I'm not gonna lie. Everything 4x10.
4x10 sounds kind of suboptimal. I get annoyed with people who are like, they'll take a look at a workout that has like sets of 10 in it, and they'll be like 3x10, what's that? I'm like, if you're close to failure, 3x10 is gonna be great, right? Especially, and this is one of the other things, people are doing some of this program without even realizing it, because they're like, oh, well, that's stupid because you should be going to like 2 RIR, 1 RIR, and then getting closer to failure as you go. I'm like, guess what? If you chose the right amount of weight, you probably would be at close to 2 RIR, getting up to like that 8 to 12 range. Then you would be close to 1, then you'd be close. That actually can work within the context of that.
Yeah,
but
and obviously I hear people, you know, if you're a new lifter and you don't know how to train hard enough yet, for somebody who's very advanced, 1 set is going to be good enough for them because, you know, they're advanced. But for somebody who's brand new, 3 sets is going to be better because you're going to be closer of that 1 set than, you know, if you did 1 set, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's funny because as I've gone further along, I've liked the idea more of doing like just 1 set for an exercise and hitting more angles for the muscle group. That's why like here, like we had that where we did the 1 set for the seated. We'll do 1 set here, and then later on in the workout, we'll have a hinge movement. And it's like, technically speaking, like we're not doing 2 or 3 sets for each exercise, but we're still gonna get 3 solid sets for the hamstrings at least.
Before I did all this video, I did, you know, research on basically in terms of, let's say you can hit a movement, you know, 3 times. The first time, let's say you're at 1, you can give your 100%, and then the next one's 50%, then 25%. But why not just hit a lot of hundreds, and just do 1 of top set of each movement?
That's the whole idea behind the full body every other day, 3 times frequency movement right now.
Which is something I'm very interested about. Let's go. Nice.
Okay. I'll do 2 for that.
Yep.
It's feeling good. It's feeling good. And sometimes I won't decide whether I'm going to do a second set until after my first set is over.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Feeling good today.
We'll see if I'm warmed up enough.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, get this part of the camera where I texted you, asked me what time you're going to lift. No
you did?
Response, no response whatsoever.
We were
even emphasized the message. And then here he is, bro. That's crazy.
We were shooting a pod earlier. Sorry, I missed it. I missed it.
You're good. You're good.
This guy right here is looking pretty crazy right now. I'm not gonna lie. Give him a show him something. Show him something. Look at this. You can already see some vascularity going through the side of the quad. November 21st. 23rd.
I got checked, but yeah.
November 23rd. This guy's gonna be on stage. Stay tuned for that. How tall are you, Charlie?
6 foot.
6 foot. 6 foot 215. Still good definition. It's a solid build right there. Solid build.
Now I have a question.
Yeah.
I've asked a couple guys this. On a hierarchy or a ranking from nutrition, sleep, workout split, what do you think is most important? Like the top 3 things when it comes to just overall training, physique? Like, does it start at the diet? Does it start at sleep? Does it start at the workout split?
The problem is you could take any of them to their extreme and make it so that you can't make progress, right? Like you don't sleep enough, you legitimately cannot make progress. Like you can literally die from not having enough sleep. So it's like, we got to determine like how bad we're talking. So if you're talking like 7 hours of sleep, probably not a huge deal. But if you're talking you legitimately get under 6 hours of sleep every night, good luck. Like you're gonna suck overall. Nutrition, same thing. It's like we can talk about it like super heavy minutia, but if you're getting enough calories overall, you'll probably be okay. Especially because very rarely does somebody get over 3,000 calories a day and not get a decent amount of protein alongside that. And then training, it's like, again, how bad is the training? So it all comes down to that. But typically what I would say is sleep is first, because I would say that's the one that people most consistently do poorly. Like poor enough that it's going to actually impact things. The training, like typically people know they need to train hard, they need to progress the weights over time, even if their exercise selection isn't perfect. But I'll see guys who are 100% optimized still saying, I'm on this live at like 3 a.m. I'm like, okay, that's just stupid.
So what do you think's better, workout split or intensity throughout a lift?
I mean, it has to be intensity. Intensity is just the #1 driver of growth.
I agree.
You literally cannot grow without enough intensity. So I'll see people like, volume is the driver of growth. I'm like, that makes 0 sense. Because you could do as much volume as you want. If it's not within a certain proximity to failure, you don't continue to grow. So, and that range can be higher than people realize. A lot of times they're like, oh, if you're not going to failure, you won't grow. Obviously, that's not true. But if you're doing like 6 RIR, 7 RIR, you can keep loading on the volume, but good luck with growing.
No, that's interesting. Get rid of it.
Yeah, I do enjoy reading the literature, going over things, but unless it is very, very clear, I'm much less hesitant on making things black and white than a lot of other people.
These are like hoochie daddy shorts.
Get you guys all the good angles today. One more. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Ah, never mind. You got another. You got another. Come on. One more. Let's go. Let's go. Good. And done. Woo! So here, we probably will do 2 or 3 sets.
Yeah.
So that's why I wouldn't even have you try to go for the next one, because then all you're gonna do is infringe on your next set.
Yeah.
Let's move the weight up.
Science spacers
This guy's
do
weak.
close to failure.
Just kidding.
So
Probably has 10 times better form than me. All right. All right. All right. All right.
somebody's
Charlie's
got
going
some
for the
ridiculous-
100-pound
There's
weight
no
jump.
way. There's no way. Oh yeah.
I'm not even
That
gonna
is-
lie to you.
Super impressive.
I work my adductors pretty hard.
Because my adductors, like, I rub thighs pretty good. All right, he's got good adductors.
I love adductor work.
I guess I thought I did too, but I guess I'm gonna take my word back on that one.
No, I don't know why, but adductors have always been one where I don't know if part of it's mental.
Yeah.
But I just push myself really, really hard on them all the
Yeah.
time. I love them.
Yeah. I'm truly not even close to like anywhere peak strength. I just know for the past obviously coming off of that cut, but I don't know. I haven't been back to that for like performance.
Good. Yep. Good. And one more. Come on. Pull. Pull. Good. And done. Like I've told you guys, if I get 4 reps, I'm happy. So one of the interesting things, and a lot of people don't consider this when they consider whether they're gonna do lower or higher reps, is if you have ever noticed, when you try to do a high rep set, so like let's say 20 reps, 20 reps to failure on an exercise, you take it and you do that, and you try and hit it again, you're probably gonna get like 14 or 15 reps. You take a set to failure for like 4 or 5, and you'll probably get 3 or 4 reps.
Yeah.
Right? The drop off is not nearly as high. And so that's why that's part of the reason why I enjoy doing like 6, 7-ish reps for a lot of things. Dude, every single time I have that in one of my videos, it's like, I mentioned 6 or 7 in a video yesterday, and it was like, I was like expecting people to be talking about the video, not a single person. Not a single person.
I did a beater video and I said, what if you're 6'7", if you're 6'7", what type of beater should you do? And I did the tall beater.
That's just smart marketing right there. Bro knows how to sell. Bro knows how to sell. All right, let's see. I'm curious now, because I did 4. I didn't fail on the last one, but it was like, I wasn't gonna get another one.
Okay.
So let's see if we can get another 4. What the heck? Oh, there we go. All right. Ooh.
Nice.
Come on.
Yep. Now I never asked you, what's your weak point on your leg?
On my legs, my weakest point, let me think about that for a second. Right now would probably be my quads. They're all equally terrible.
Not as big as the biceps, not as big as the triceps and biceps.
The triceps and biceps kind of take center stage for me. No, I would say probably quads, just because of how important they are for bodybuilding, and they could definitely use more shape. Let's go. Come on. And one more. Come on. Come on. Good.
Not gonna lie, I'm getting pushed a little harder than I thought.
Pushed a little more.
Yeah, I think I'm getting.
I thought we were taking it pretty easy.
Okay, well.
You weren't here for 2023 TNF. Already know is my favorite mechanical drop set.
No.
That was a wild time. So on this one, we will back off a little bit, right? So basically, like I told you guys before, 4 reps is kind of my baseline. I try not to go under that if possible. And if I have to struggle that much for a 4th rep, then the chances that I'd be able to get 4 reps again is next to none. So in order to stay a bit more in the range that I'm trying to go for, drop down the weight a little bit, just a little bit, nothing too crazy, and then we'll go for it. 3 sets in the big 25, crazy. All right. What's that? Oh yeah, I forgot. We got another cameraman here, so I wasn't just pointing to nobody. I know that would have looked a little weird to you guys. So let's move on to, what do you think? Leg extensions next or calf raises? I'll let you choose.
I don't know if you want to highlight Charlie's calves just yet.
That's true. That's true. He puts us all to shame in the calf department. Honestly, in the leg department in general, his legs are freaking massive. But let us do leg extensions next. This machine is very light, so we're gonna add in plates.
Let's go.
Probably multiple. Oh, Charlie's tapped in. He's not fully tapped in though, right? So he straps on the leg extension. I'm seatbelt, so, you know, bit of a superiority complex here for me. But man, he looks good in this exercise. It's a great angle. Woo! Look at that. Thick. Come on. Nice. Let's go. Come on. Good. Yup. Good.
Okay.
I was surprised when you were gonna go for that last one.
I wasn't sure if we were gonna do 2 sets of that.
Yeah.
Was that what, if that,
Yeah,
since that's a good solid body part from you, would you only do 1 set of this?
So no, actually. So I almost do everything entirely just order based.
Yeah.
But I don't drop volume just because of the fact that it's a good body part.
Yeah.
Unless it's legitimately so good that you don't want it to grow. Like there was a guy I was working with. He was a men's physique athlete, and his triceps were by far his best body part. And I was like, it literally threw off his poses because like when your triceps are too big, it makes your shoulders look smaller. So I was like, we're actually gonna not train triceps for the duration of this prep. And it helped. It made his overall look better. Yeah. But no, it's like, unless it's something like that, it's like I have never seen a person go on a bodybuilding stage and that they be like, oh, well, his quads are too big. Lats and quads are very hard to be too big. All right, I'm gonna do 1 rep to start. You guys know me, I don't really like high rep sets or too high of reps if I don't have to do them. So we'll do 1 rep to start. And if it feels good, we'll turn it into a set. If not, or like if it's a little bit light, then we'll pop off. Yeah, we'll go a little heavier.
Not strong enough.
I just don't like doing a lot of reps. I hate it.
Yeah, 10 reps I'm good, but yeah, by anything above that, I'm just like bored.
Did you want to try a seatbelt for your next set?
Yeah. Now, what do you think of the word vaulted?
I hate the word vaulted. I want to vault the word vaulted. There were some things that when people would say like certain things were vaulted, and I'm like, you're literally vaulting something or trying to vault something that is, if anything, S- tier. Yeah. I'm like, we're talking like this is an amazing exercise and you're trying to vault it because you might be able to find something that you think hypothetically is slightly better. Yeah. There are certain things that it's very obvious. It's black and white, like, okay, obviously this exercise is not gonna be as good as this one because of X reason. But then they tried to vault, like, some of the things that I see people say, like JM presses. Yeah. They tried to get rid of JM presses because they're like, oh, well, it's not single joint. Yeah. Meanwhile, they're going and doing an overhead extension where they're like, this, I'm like, what do you really think is more effective? The super stable JM press that you're doing or this overhead extension where you can't even stabilize your own shoulder and you're all over the place? It's just frustrating.
Yeah, I feel like from a basis of just this type of training that I've done this past week, I just feel like I don't want to say it's just science-based lifting, but it's like the sole focus of if you want to isolate something, that's what like this science-based lifting is really good for. And if you want to take that time, that's what it's good for.
Yeah, I'm like, a lot of people like don't like doing any compounds now. They're like, they don't do it. I'm like, if you take a look at my overall volume, if I tried to isolate every aspect, it would take so long. Yeah. And I'm like, I would rather do at least a couple compounds, especially for muscle groups that aren't a priority, than make it something where I'm doing every single thing isolated at every possible angle, trying to get max. I'm not a maximalist by any means.
And I asked Trend Baby and Iron Unk that same question, and I was just like, so what would you like give a guy who, you know, a 9 to 5, you know, wants to work out for 45 minutes? And they also said, do like what works. Like you don't have to be in the gym all day. Yeah.
No, I think often what happens is people have taken something being slightly better for a specific purpose to mean it's going to be better in every single circumstance, and it's just not the case. Too much variability going on.
Nice. Oh yeah. Nice. This type of training intensity over anything, any day. It's like, that's what training's about.
I used to make it a priority to, because like I saw how people were thinking when it came to science-based lifting back like 2 or 3 years ago. Every week what I would do is I would release sets of me just training, no volume, no nothing. And I was like, just because I was like, okay, you guys think that the science is in place of intensity, but the intensity comes as a result of understanding the science. So if that's not the way that people are thinking, then they've got it completely backwards.
Now this is truthfully, one of my favorite, like this is definitely the best exercise that I love with the seat belt.
You're gonna do the straps too?
You don't do this?
No.
Really?
Well, the thing is, think about it. The reason that you use the straps is to keep the hips from coming up. But the thing is, if this is here, your hips can't come up. It's not physically possible.
Okay.
So I'll hold on to it maybe, or hold on to the seatbelt or something, but I won't use the straps.
Okay.
Come on. Nice. Good. Come on. Good stuff. Just here to make sure that the plates don't fall. Good. Come on. Yep. Couple more. Come on. Let's go. Good. Come on, Charlie. Let's go. Let's go. Good. One more. Come on. Come on. Up. Good. Seatbelt adds 45 pounds onto, I'm just kidding. Obviously, he got a couple less reps, but not far off from what you got the first time. I'm not gonna lie,
I think Austin or anybody who watched that back, I think I actually got 2 more reps.
Did you get 2 more?
I think so.
I know you were close, if not to
but I think on the last rep, I definitely had 1 more, so.
You always know it's a little bit too much when the hams start cramping.
Yeah. You don't go down as far as I thought.
So it's like, yeah, I could go further down, but it gets easier the further down you go. So if I'm just trying to train the short position, then me going arbitrarily down further doesn't make a lot of sense. It's kind of the same deal as when you're doing squats and you choose to lock your knees out at the top. It's like,
that's one thing I don't do.
Get up to here, and then I go straight back down.
Yeah.
Big deal. Right after I talked about losing my gym pins all the time. Oh my gosh. Don't fire me, gym pin. Don't fire me. They're 1 loss away from dropping me. Now, you guys have to remember, this guy is a much better deadlifter than us. So you're gonna watch him pull his teeth and be like, why were you struggling so much?
I knew it. I knew that was gonna happen.
He's just tall.
I did 4 plates yesterday.
He's just tall.
Down,
It's too far for him to go. Guys, because I don't want to make you think that we didn't think about it, but did you want to do a press or no?
No, we're good.
No? All right. His quads are too good anyways, so I wouldn't have been doing presses because of my knee. He doesn't want to do presses because he's a beast, doesn't need it, but obviously we have some audio issues, not a TNF video without it. But as always, love you guys, appreciate you guys. TNF and
Charlie.
out.